adventure. Excitement.
Oh man!
Jedi craves not these things.
Next story, nytimes.com. To Eton, others afraid to sleep, a Starliner crisis continues. Tamsin Donna.
2 minutes.
The situation aboard the International Space Station has taken a chilling and nightmarish turn, as our garbled and barely coherent radio transmission claims that astronauts have been eaten by their fellow crew members. The shocking message, received late last night by Mission Control, has plunged the world into stunned silence as the ISS crew remains unresponsive, with all radio communication abruptly cut off.
The transmission, filled with static and distorted screaming voices, was received at approximately 23:45 GMT. In the chaotic message, a panicked voice, believed to be that of Mission Commander Captain Elena Petrova, reported that 2 crew members had been consumed in an act of desperation, and that the remaining astronauts have armed themselves with makeshift weapons and are too terrified to sleep.
We're not safe. They're gone, Eton, we can't sleep, the voice stammered before the signals lost entirely.
NASA officials have confirmed the authenticity of the transmission but have refused to speculate on the details, citing an ongoing investigation. However, the implications are grim, as the ISS crew has been facing increasing pressure due to the ongoing crisis involving the Boeing Starliner.
The crisis began over a month ago when the Starliner spacecraft suffered critical failures, leaving astronauts Butch Wilmore and Suni Williams stranded aboard the ISS with no way to return to Earth. The addition of 2 extra crew members stretched the station's resources to the breaking point, with food and other essential supplies running dangerously low.
Despite repeated assurances from NASA that a rescue plan was in the works, the situation aboard the ISS deteriorated rapidly. Reports of escalating tensions, exhaustion, and paranoia among the crew had already surfaced, and this latest development suggests the crisis has reached a horrifying climax.
Sources close to the situation, donning the cowl of anonymous coward, have revealed that Mission Control had been receiving increasingly erratic communications from the ISS in the days leading up to the radio silence. Disturbing accounts of psychological strain, frantic behavior, and heated arguments were allegedly relayed by several crew members, raising concerns about their mental state. However, no one could have predicted the grim reality that has now seemingly unfolded.
NASA's official response to the situation has been criticized as slow and ineffective, with many accusing the agency of failing to act decisively as the crisis escalated. The lack of a clear rescue plan has drawn ire from space agencies around the world, with international partners expressing frustration at NASA's handling of the incident.
We did not send our astronauts into space to be eaten, said Fumio Kishida, Prime Minister of Japan, through a translator.
Dr. Lisa Harrington, NASA's administrator, addressed the media in a hastily arranged press conference early this morning. We are doing everything in our power to re-establish contact with the ISS and ensure the safety of our astronauts. This is an unprecedented situation, and we ask for patience and understanding as we work to resolve this matter, Harrington stated, her voice tense with urgency.
In the meantime, experts have been called in to analyze the disturbing transmission in the hopes of gaining insight into the current state of the crew. Psychological profiles of the astronauts are being reviewed, and space agencies are coordinating efforts to launch an emergency rescue mission, though the logistics of such a mission are complex and fraught with challenges.
As the world waits anxiously for any sign of life from the ISS, the implications of this crisis continue to unfold. The silence from space is deafening, and the fear for the astronauts' lives grows with each passing hour.